So what have you guys been doing recently? I have been working. I have been playing my ukulele and the keyboard again. And annoying my cat.
Oh my god!
But most of all, I have been playing Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. I am no longer Patricia, I am resident representative. I'm here to pay off all your inclines and bridges, and no one else is gonna help me do anything.
Wow.
So let's start with a tour. So this is my house. It's pink and cute, and I love it a lot. Here it is at night. And then we move on to my little fairy garden thing. I'm actually going to move my house and expand this little garden and make it more ethereal. Hopefully add all the zodiac furniture into it. Make it a fun little area of cute, whimsical aesthetic. My island is absolutely littered with flowers because all I do is breed flowers constantly. That's all I want. I want all the colors. I want my island to be a happy, overgrown, whimsical land of fun. A huge reason as to why I wanted to show off this tour is because I'm going to completely redo my entire island. Like, completely change it. Like, that bridge, I love that bridge, but I'm probably going to get rid of it because it doesn't match the fairy theme of that area. So, it's kind of sad. This whole area is supposed to be a park with a garden, and this spot specifically, I created it and I loved it, and it was like a little patio. I was very proud of all of the stuff when I made it, and I'm still proud of it, but sometimes things gotta change, you know? Things gotta change. Here's a little sitting area for the little food stand we got going on here. I guess if I do another tour, everything's gonna be different. I don't have a solid plan. I don't like planning things out to a T because I feel like it brings the relaxed enjoyment from the game. It like sucks that away for me. So I kind of just make things up as I go. And I have another idea, so I want to do that. And I wanted to share everything before I destroyed it. And this is my residential area. I'm gonna move all these houses and space them out so they can have all their little micro environments. And this is Pinky's house. I love her, so I gave her her big bear. I wanted to create like a movie theater area, but there isn't really a screen in the game that I like, so I'm gonna scratch that idea. But this is my little cafe, little coffee area. Have some tea, drink some coffee, read a book. It's so cute. It's like a little resort area I've created almost. And then if you come over here, it's the orchard, and then you go into my witchcraft area. This is where you get a little spooky, you get a little witchcrafty. You cast a little spell. This area and the little fairy garden area that I have, I feel like match my vibes the most. They're kind of cluttered a little bit. They have a little tiny details everywhere, and I kind of want to make my whole island feel like that. I really like this resort area pool for the same reason. Like, you got your drinks, you got your music, you got your chairs, some tables, some plants. You know, it feels comfy and like it could be real. Also, I love how this area looks at night, so here's a little clip of that. Here's my little Zen garden, which I will be completely relocating. Over here is where I originally put my house, so it's empty, nothing here. But we got Genji and Cherry's house. They were the first two, so they got a little special location. Here's the little beach area. All of this stuff is going to be revamped. Like, everything that you're seeing about my island is going to completely change, but I was having issues with the idea of changing it. That's why I am making this tour, because the idea of changing it and losing it forever made me really sad. I needed it to exist somewhere so that I felt the closure to change. Yeah, so I'm hyper fixated on, just breeding my flowers. Most of the flowers you see are in a way that I can breed them, or they're just randomly placed out, whatever. Why did they make breeding flowers so impossible? They added actual genetics, but I feel like New Leaf's flower breeding was not this hard. Alright, if you look at the museum, there's the really tall dinosaur behind it. I was so proud of this. I was proud of this moment. Alright, if you head to the right of my island towards my house, we have this little nook inside the forest. I love this. I wish I had it in real life. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I wish I owned a real house in real life, but that's not how the world works, I guess. Eat the rich. But yeah, I love it. I love the cushions. I love the flowers. I love the bushes. I love the trees. Like, to have a garden one day. Like, could you imagine having a garden? Insane. Insane. And if we go over to the left a little, I made this little reading area. I made this specifically for my villager Sydney, and she has not used it once. So that's why I want to move all their houses and give them micro environments, because she deserves her little library, okay? She deserves it, and I want to give it to her. Heading back home, I have this pathway that I think is so, so cute. I love it. The trees, the flowers, like I said before, it's everything that I love. But that's it for the tour. Let's move on. Bye.
No.
So I had two goals for the sketchbook spread. The first goal was to use the right page and completely freeball it. Just do whatever I was feeling, not care how it looked, just do whatever, get it out of my system. And then the left page was more sketched out. I wanted this to be the structure of the layout almost. And yeah, I missed using my Posca pens, so I brought those out so I could draw my girl Pinky. So I started playing Animal Crossing when I was younger with Wild World. My cousin actually had it, and she let me play it for a little bit, and I was like, wow, this is probably the best game I've ever seen in my entire life, and I have to have it. So I started with Wild World, and I was obsessed with it, and then I got City Folk, then New Leaf, and then I could not wait for New Horizons to come out. And I played Pocket Camp for a little bit, but it was just not my jam. It was so watered down, so I kind of fell off that wagon. But I enjoy Animal Crossing so much, to the point where I ended up losing my New Leaf game, being sad about it, buying a new copy, starting a town over, playing it again, and then finding my old copy, and then convincing my boyfriend to get a 3DS so we could play together until New Horizons came out. Yeah, I'm obsessed. I didn't buy the game right away because I was scared that the game would completely consume my life, which it has. But quarantine hit, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get the game. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I need to stop thinking of myself as a machine and start thinking of myself as a person who is allowed to enjoy herself. I don't know what my problem is. When I'm home, I feel like I need to work. When I'm at work, I feel like I need to work. I just always feel like I have to be working, and I feel like that has made me give up so much in my life willingly. Like, I can spend time with my friends tomorrow. I can spend time with my family this weekend. Like, I can do that later. I can do it later. I can do it later. I can go to this concert later. I can see this movie later. Like, why can't I do it now? Why do I keep putting things off for later? And now that we're in quarantine, I can't do those things anymore. And you just think about all the times that you spent just being a cog in a machine as opposed to being a person with relationships and feelings and a life. I don't know. Like, I hate capitalism. Genuinely. Like, I just simply hate it. I don't know, I'm contributing to something I hate, and I don't know how to stop. I'm an Enneagram type 3, and I lean towards 4. So I essentially get all of my self-worth from achievements and working. So that's unfortunate for me. In the past, I've tried making things that I thought were fun a task. So if I was going to play Animal Crossing for a few hours, I'd put it into my journal so that I could black out the bubble when I was done playing Animal Crossing. And it kind of makes it feel like you achieved something that day, even though you just played Animal Crossing. Like, it was that bad, guys. I'm actively working on it. It makes it easier now that I'm at home all day and don't go in for work and am forced to deal with myself. So I've started doing the things that I used to do when I was younger. I used to play a lot of music. I used to sing a bunch. I used to take time out of my day to just find new music and create playlists. And that's something I don't really do anymore, which is kind of tragic, you know? We do things that we enjoy when we're younger, and all of that just kind of falls to the side when you grow up. You have less time. You're working a lot. You know, the things that we enjoy just kind of go away. Like, I didn't draw much when I was in college. I did a few things here and there, but it was never significant like it was when I was growing up. Growing up, I drew all the time. I was painting all the time. I was artistic all the time. And then I went to college, and you become so focused on what you're doing that everything else, all your hobbies, everything just falls apart. And then when I graduated college, I thought long and hard about what I wanted to do, because I knew whatever I landed on, I was going to have to stick with it, because creative careers are hard, and the only reason people make it is because they're consistent. So I started playing around again, and I fell back in love with drawing. So I wanted to combine my two careers of drawing and video making. I'll delve more into my career journey in a future video.
Love you, baby.
That must be it.
That was cool.